You guys are sleeping on Sonic Battle for the Game Boy. Listen, it's a Game Boy game, but you can barely even tell it's one. It looks really good. I mean, you wouldn't think it's like console, but maybe DS. You know? I want to start with the art style of the game because look at it. Look at its like unique style. You've never seen a Sonic art like this. I bet. I really like the style. I think it's fresh. I think it's different.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
I really dig all the sharp edges and the different style that no other Sonic art has ever done. The outline is cool. I really like it. I don't know why they never did anything like this again. Look at the Sonic Battle logo. Reminds me of the Spitfire logo, actually. And I know your ears are perking up like a German Shepherd because what is that beautiful sound? Other than my voice, that's the Sonic Battle soundtrack. It has kind of a funk to it, but not like Hideki Naganuma with Sonic Rush. It's just kind of like its own thing, but I really like it. I think the soundtrack to any Sonic game is really important because once the music gets stuck in your head and then you go back and play it and you enjoy the game, it's just like a big combination of goodness. Now this game has a full story mode.
Big bag on his head.
And while there's not a lot to it, there's some interesting tidbits to it. It mostly exists as a platform to get from fight to fight, but there's just some small interesting quirks that I'm not really going to spoil, but I will say that Tails lives in a house that is his head. Yes, he lives in a house that's his head. He lives in his own head. Who approved this? Who was like, yeah, Tails lives in his head? If anyone's gonna live in their head, I feel like it would be Shadow. Come on. But the thing that sets Sonic Battle apart from a lot of these other handheld platform Sonic games is this game has an amazing story. While it's pretty flawed, it's still pretty cool. So just briefly, while putting his feet in the sand, Sonic finds a broken robot named Emerald, which how subtle is that? But despite being broken and literally littered onto the beach, Emerald is the most powerful weapon, I guess? I don't blame me, I didn't write this. So to get them on his side, they have to reset Emerald. And how do you do that, you might ask? Well, you have to put in the 7 Chaos Emeralds, which sounds like a pretty solid plan. Let's put the 7 Chaos Emeralds into one of Eggman's robots. So apparently Eggman couldn't figure out the robot, and Rouge, who, yeah, she's here, learned he created a new robot from bits he crushed from the Chaos Emerald. Wait, what? He crushed a Chaos Emerald? Then there's not 7. So Knuckles takes Emerald to a nightclub. Listen, I wouldn't believe me if I were you either, but I speak the truth. But then Knuckles takes Emerald to Tails, where Tails gets mad at Knuckles for teaching Emerald the word heck. Honestly, throughout this whole game, Tails is the real antagonist. Tails gets so jealous when Sonic goes to the beach with Emerald. He even becomes bitter. Tails even snitches on Sonic to Amy. And just so it's clear, the streets don't mess with Tails. Then Eggman creates a fake news story
because Dr. Eggman's determination for destruction is only matched by none other than the infamous
Jim Carrey.
Then through this, Eggman tricks Sonic and Tails to giving the emeralds to him. And yada yada, Sonic beats Eggman. I'm leaving a lot out, but I could spend 3 hours explaining the story of this, and I don't want to waste your time because this is all you really need to know. And spoiler alert for this game that came out in 2004. But the story ends with Emerald becoming so powerful, he destroyed himself. But let's be honest, look at me. Unless you're an only child, like I was, you weren't playing Sonic Battle for the story. You're playing it for the fighting. You want the battle. You don't care about, like, whatever's going on with Emerald. Like, you kind of care, but you don't really. You just want to battle. And boy, this is where they really deliver. It plays so well. It's so fluid. It's pretty balanced, honestly. It's really fun to play with friends, but you gotta have that link cable because it's 2003. But that's just a problem because of the time. That's not their fault. And I don't know how, but Sonic Team just slam dunked, home runned the whole hockey game. It's like when a rapper who's not very smart has amazing lyrics. It's like it's a ghostwriter. This must have been like Ghost developed because there's no way THQ published a Sonic Team developed game that was amazing. I'm not buying it. I have to remember though, this is Sonic Heroes era. It actually came out in 2004 in North America, so it really is Sonic Heroes era. It's not the same Sonic Team we have now. These guys? That's not it, Chief. If I were to go around saying, I love Sonic Team, we love Sonic Team, I would say I loved Sonic Team. When I talk about this previous Sonic Team era, for me, peak Sonic Team was in the early 2000s. A good demonstration is that in 2003, they released Sonic Pinball Party, Sonic Battle, and Sonic Heroes. 2004, Sonic Advance 3 and Sega Superstars. 2005, Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Rush. And then in 2006, Sonic Riders, Sonic 06, and Sonic Rivals. But that's 10 Sonic games in 4 years. I can't even begin to comprehend how you could compare modern day Sonic Team to this. 10 games in 4 years. Which, by the way, almost every one of these is a really good polished game. Debatable about one of them, but a bunch of great games. But I digress, because we're not here to talk about Sonic Team unless it's the development of Sonic Battle. So while this game is extremely underrated, I'm not the only one to like it, because apparently IGN actually gave it a positive review. Not that it really matters what IGN says. I mean, they do have some credibility, so. They gave it an 8 out of 10 and said that it doesn't reach the same status as Smash Brothers, which obviously they're both fighting, but it's not even in the same style as Smash Bros. Sonic Battle still has enough stuff to make it one of the top original fighters on the Gameboy Advanced System, which I think is pretty positive. Metacritic gave it a 69 out of 100. One of the biggest criticisms is the 2D sprites on a 3D environment, which it's a Game Boy game. I don't really mind. I think it's fine. The hitboxes work totally good. If you're a zoomer like me and you played a ton of Flash games, then 2D sprites are a very familiar territory for you.
The final verdict on Sonic Battle. Amazing art, an alright story to fill fighting gaps, often boring, long, and too distracting. Interesting lore tidbits, and I see where they were trying to go with it, but I feel like it's not interactive enough or visual enough with just the 2D cardboard cutouts. I could see a world where the single player story was done entirely different, with more integrated gameplay focus, and if this version also had more multiplayer game modes to reduce staleness, I would say this game would be a near perfect 100, but it is still very great for what it is, and it sold really well. I'm feeling great energy from this. 84 out of 100. Sonic Battle's an amazing game. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to The Sonic Show. Peace and love.